The Modi government is working in the direction of bringing reforms in various labor laws with the objective of doing business in near future. What is your opinion on this, sir?
Every time the government says reform, it is not reform actually. It is taking away the existing rights, in my view. Particularly, the main target is unorganized sector. In Tamil Nadu, there are about 34 welfare boards for construction workers and every small trade, small work. There is a board in Tamil Nadu. I think nowhere in India there are such boards. They are giving so many benefits, and those boards are now sought to be dissolved. And a single point, like in political arena or every sphere, they talk about only one. That one culture, one language, something like that. Here also they say like GST, there no board, separate boards. There will be one board, and all PF, whatever is a gratuity, and or even the accident compensations, everything will be clubbed into one authority. Is the policy of the government, and how far it is they will implement it, and to what is the stage, I have to verify and say. But they have introduced in this direction some legislative measures in Parliament.
Government is coming up with the new category of fixed term employment workmen for all sectors of employment. So this will definitely rule out the possibility of having a permanent employment nature.
Working class in India, all over India, is the introduction of contract labor system on outsource. That is a serious thing. For instance, even including in the core sector, even if it is a manufacturing, the entire manufacturing is now outsourced. Even the central government also doing this. If, for instance, railway, I used to quote often, 1/3 workforce are outsourced now. Out of 21 lakhs, 7 lakhs are outsourced. They are not railway employees. They are paid a meager wages. They are second-rate citizens, second-rate railway. They have no right. They cannot have a pass, railway pass, and nothing. Therefore, this is even in service sector like banks. That apart from the computer, that automation has reduced the employment. Now, direct employment is reduced, but outsourcing is taking place. If take for instance Madras city, whatever be the industry, either automobile or anywhere, the contract labor system is the big menace in my view, more than the fixed tenure employment, because fixed tenure employment is a direct employment that may be misused by the employer. Even for the employment of permanent nature, he can use fixed tenure employment, but the more serious harm is caused by the outsourcing, contract labor, that totally smashes the trade union movement. In my view, that there were a lot of strikes, lot of actions, working class action in 70s and 80s. Thereafter, there is no such action. Why? In my view, it is due to this contract labor system. Take every industry, at least 50% of workforce are outsourced. Therefore, your bargaining strength is weakened. How can you, unless you are put together, that is the only strength you can use against the employer. That is not available now. Very attractive conditions of service is a pension. Now it is taken away from government employment. Whatever be the government employment, whether it is a direct employment under central government or state government or railways or banks, the pension is taken away. Thereafter, why do you opt for why a workman will opt for a government employment? That they want to take away from the mind. You cannot aspire, you will not aspire for government employment, because it is no more, it is an attractive thing. Because in my view, that is the best conditions of service for a workman. Even after his retirement, he is assured of some kind of some support until his death. After his death, his wife, family pension. That concept is totally now taken away. That is why it is due to privatization. In fact, what we call it is LPG. Liberalization, privatization and globalization. Therefore, now it is all the fields, including the labor. That is outsourcing also, that is one of the reasons. Therefore, everywhere outsourcing. That is the main reason for the weakening of the working class movement that has been for so many years it is done. It is accelerated during the period of Modi. In my view, as far as these policies are concerned, both Rahul and Modi has same policies. The only thing is, earlier for long time, no central government had an absolute majority. In my view, it is good for democracy if the central government doesn't have adequate majority. If it is a minority government, then the democracy will flourish.